What's up, everybody? I just posted on my IG. It's got all kinds of controversy already. I'm kind of a controversial person, Adrian. People are like, I posted that I just bought Dress Barn, $740 million revenue company, and people are like, "Oh, good capitalist move, gonna put all these companies out of store." I'm like, hey, you speak on what you don't know. I bought a company that had already laid off thousands of employees and had already shut down the stores or had them contracted. So I'm bringing it back, baby. This ain't capitalism. This is the new world, the biggest opportunity in the new world. I'm gonna tell you this: no matter how many people fuss and fight, the world moves on, and you either change and you learn to adapt. The greatest, probably single saying that you could live your life by is, it's not the strongest or the smartest who survive. It's those most adaptable to the environment in which they find themselves. And we find ourselves in a world where most people are not adaptable and most people struggle. I don't care what your political policy is. Uncle Sam ain't gonna save you. Big government ain't gonna save you. I don't know what will save you. I don't have all the answers, but I can tell you $1,000 a month check ain't gonna change the world. What'll change the world is you building skills, building a skill set. Skill sets are transferable across multiple verticals. The world changes, you have real skill sets, they go right with you. So ask yourself, 2020 is coming right up. And part of why I'm doing this, I'm in London right now, so it's 1 in the morning, 2 in the morning. And I want to call just because I wanted to say a couple things. Last year I opened up Black Friday and I put my 4 top programs and I basically gave people $2,000 off. So many people wanted to get in, it was too short of a time. So I'm doing actually a pre-launch for Black Friday. So I'm gonna put a link, you might see it, I'll talk about that later, but this is the official, it's Sunday at 9:01 on the East Coast, whatever, 1:30 or 2 in London, and I'm opening this up because, listen to me, the transfer of power, wealth, assets is coming. And now, I'm gonna tell you this, whether people like me or don't like all what I say, I can promise you I'm always ahead of the curve. People are doing Facebook ads now, I was doing them in 2008. People doing Google ads, I was doing them in 2002. So listen to me, I'm not good at everything, I'm not perfect, I make big mistakes like everybody, but I'm good at predicting trends, and I'm telling you a trend right now. Learn the 4 skills that I'm offering in this Black Friday, and I'm gonna talk about it now, this pre-Black Friday. So you're gonna learn e-com, credit, and not just credit, but also how to acquire capital. It takes money to make money, okay? That's not gonna change. I don't care if Bernie Sanders, Yang, doesn't matter who becomes president, this world, there's systems that go behind the scenes that are much more powerful than any president and any government, let me tell you that. And the system that we have at hand now is a system of asset allocation. And what I mean by asset allocation is there's cash, but it's not just cash. There's things, like I'm in a hotel right here in London. If you own this hotel every single day, people get rooms in it. And they charge for those rooms. And cash is deposited in a bank account. And if you own this hotel, or if you owned an Airbnb, now we're talking about real estate, another one of the 4 pillars of really understand, the 4 pillars of this opportunity that's coming. Now there's the 4 pillars of the good life, which is actually more important than money. That's health, wealth, love, happiness. But inside the 2nd pillar of the good life, wealth, there's 4 more pillars. So there's e-com. That's what I'm doing with Dress Barn. We're making it an e-com play. Toys R Us went bankrupt because they didn't know how to do e-commerce. They only had big stores and not enough people want to go into stores. Amazon was eating their lunch. So you can whine and say all the jobs were taken by the Toys R Us people, but that's kind of like yellow cab people saying that Uber took all their jobs. No, it didn't. You just switched. You're adaptable. You used to drive a taxi and now people drive Uber. And I'm sure there's downsides of Uber and there's downsides of driving a yellow cab. I'm not saying that everything's perfect at Uber. I mean, I don't own Uber. I don't owe anything to Uber. But that's the 2nd pillar. You got to understand e-com. The 3rd pillar, as I said, you got to understand credit and how to get capital to do deals. And then lastly, you need to learn social media. I'm reaching you right now through social media. So you know these 4 things, I do not care what happens with the presidency. I don't care what happens in the world. You will be fine, my friend. Ladies and gentlemen, you will go through trials and tribulations, but if you really want to have a crappy life, have no expertise in any of those four. And your life will continually be one of trial and tribulation financially. Okay?